Twitch channel. It's Doc, aka Gamer Seuss, and we're here with yet another Pax Dei 101 video. This time we're going to go and show you how to get started with the tailoring skill in the game. Now, as always, I do these games from these guides from the perspective of not having a plot, so you're only going to be able to level minimally using this guide. If you want to go further in the guide, you need to get a clan or a plot or some kind of support so that you can get advanced crafting stations and some of the automated things like the loom or the tanning rack to help, as well as having some of the other skills items that are needed in order to further crafting. There's a real benefit to having a clan because then you can split up the different skill sets and have specialists in your clan that do the different things and then feed the bits and pieces to the other crafts that are needed in order to advance their craft further. Plus, even within a craft, you can only go so far without a plot. And tailoring is especially true with that one, because with tailoring you need to produce all but the simplest coarse linen is produced on a loom, and there's the simple loom and then there's the advanced loom, neither of which are available to you at the Petra. And unlike other workstations that are available on other people's plots to use, anything that has a storage element to it, like the furnace or the loom or the skinning rack, is locked, and it's only available for use based on the permissions of the plot. Now you can go to any plot out there and use their spinning wheel, use their hearth, use things without storage involved. But to use the loom, the tanning rack, the furnace, things of that nature, you do need access. And so you're very limited on what you can do in skills beyond that. And that's true with all the skills in Pax Dei. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, we're here with my main character for these things, Professore. And for tailoring, the chief things you're going to need are bone fragments, which you get off of killing like boars and deer and wolves, and flax, which you can pick up off the ground. Processing either one of these two items is an easy thing right off the bat before you've got any skill at all in tailoring. So if we take and you go over to the tailoring bench and you start off with sewing needles and you make those out of the bone fragments, and that's how you get started with your skill. And you can actually make quite a few sewing needles for very few bone fragments. See, I'm already level 2. Now it's dropped down to trivial. Okay. In addition to the needles, take flax to a spinning wheel, you find, and it's now trivial. It was easy before, same as the sewing needles, but you're going to need a lot of this, and this is the next major step, is you're going to spin flax into linen string. As you can see, it takes quite a bit of flax to make the linen string, because it takes 30 flax just to make one spool of 10 string. We're going to go ahead and process all of this flax though. Okay, now, as you can see, we didn't even make it to level 2 yet, but now you can go to the tailoring bench and you could turn the flax into coarse linen cloth. Also, you could take, with just a little bit of wood, oops, sorry. Let's see here. You could also go for wooden buttons, which are moderate. They use sapwood plus the linen string. So you're going to get a little bit more experience for doing the wooden buttons, but they're not going to be as useful. So the main thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go ahead and go for the easy and go for the coarse linen cloth. And now they're trivial. If you stop there, next, let's look at the wooden buttons now. Wooden buttons now are easy. So now you can go ahead and grab some sapwood. I don't know if I've got any sapwood left in here. Yes, I do. Okay. There we go. Take some sapwood. Here. Go to the wooden buttons, which are now easy. And those you're going to make. There we go, and then it goes to very easy, but it's still giving you decent experience. So this can bring you up to about level 5, level 6. Level 5 will go to trivial. You could probably push to level 6 tailoring, but pretty much after that you're going to want to make some simple clothing. We're not going to have enough coarse linen and thread probably to do that here, but that's just to show you how quickly you can make the levels in tailoring. And that's really about as high as you can go with tailoring. I mean, you can ride trivial up for a couple of levels, because once something's trivial, you continue to make experience for it for 2 or 3 more levels. So you can get to about level 8 or 9 doing this, and then by making some simple clothing, you can get to about level 10, level 11. And after that, you really need to have the support of a plot. But for the basics of tailoring, this is really all you need. Is flax, which is all over the place on the ground, and like I said, bone fragments that you get off of the animals you kill. Later on, animal hooves will be used. Now, as you go along, you also find if you kill goats, even if you're not able to skin them yet, attempting to skin them will give you a small amount of wool. And as you go up in level, you will get the ability to do wool yarn. Like I say here, the wool yarn is very hard for this character, and it's 20 wool for every attempt. However, it is a way to level the tailoring. And if we had successfully made wool yarn, we would have had wool yarn, which is used in conjunction with animal hooves to make horn buttons, which would be another way to further level your character. So you can go out and get more wool and make wool yarn, and you could wait and get another level or 2 before you attempt to process the wool. You're not going to get a lot of wool because you're in low level. You won't be able to skin the goats, because generally speaking, goats, even the lowest level goats, require at least an iron skinning knife, which is, of course, beyond the plotless person's normal capabilities, because you don't go past the Bronze Age without a plot or some kind of support from a clan, or by purchasing the tools at a market after earning gold by fighting some of the enemies in the game. So that's tailoring, basically, and that's what you can do with tailoring up until, like I said, maybe 8 to 10th level. And that's what any of the skills are, about 8 to 10 levels before you really need to have support of a clan or plot or money to go further. You can use some of the workbenches, like I said, on other people's plots. If they don't have a storage then they're generally open for use. But anything that does like automated processing that's time gated, like the furnace, the loom, the tanning racks, those things you can't use without permissions. Same thing with like even something as simple as the water well for drawing up buckets of water for cooking and stuff. You need permissions on the plot to use those things. So you do eventually want to get a plot even some short time, or be part of a clan that can help support you with these things to go further in the game. There's only so far you can go without the plot. But of course, plots are also not that expensive, because for $6.99 you can get a plot token at $6.99 a month subscription, and you don't have to hold the plot forever. You know, you can have the plot for a short period of time, use it as you need it, then let it decay. And the stuff that you have on the plot, once it will go into your redeeming queue. You'll have it for next time you set up a plot, and you can go a little bit further. You might just build a plot every once in a while in order to just advance your stuff a little bit. But mostly you're out there adventuring and killing. That could be what you're doing. Anyway, thank you for watching yet another one of these videos. As always, my videos are dedicated to Extra Life, part of the Children's Miracle Network. So at least 50% of anything I make streaming, and that's the streaming content contests, anything of that sort, advertising, what have you, 50% or more goes to Extra Life, which helps the kids in the Children's Miracle Network who have long-term hospital-bound typical conditions like cerebral palsy, end-stage renal disease, cancer, muscular dystrophy, all these kinds of conditions and stuff. And the kids in they're wonderful kids in the network, and they're just it's sad how they're often hospital bound and not able to do as much as the other kids. And Extra Life helps out with games and puzzles and research, and helps them with possibly getting equipment to help them if they could possibly move from being hospital bound to home, things like that. So give to the Children's Miracle Network through Extra Life. You can find the link on my Twitch page or in the comments of my videos. We've only made, as of the filming of this video, I've only made $60 so far this year, but I just recently started streaming this year, so it's not gotten into the stride yet. I made $30 through my actual stream efforts, and then another $30 was donated by one of my viewers. Just the last PAX stream I did, in fact. So anyway, in the immortal words of Stan Lee, Excelsior, have a good time, play more games, have more fun, get out there and have a good time. And we're not going to, doesn't look like there's anybody here, so we don't need to